Last night, I woke up at 3 a.m. Not because I was sick, not because I heard something. I woke up to check my sleep score. And when it said 74 out of 100, I genuinely felt like I had failed at sleeping. Wait, what? I failed at sleeping? I mean, really? Something I have been doing my whole life without instructions. That's when it hit me. We have built an entire culture around tracking our health, and it is quietly making us miserable. So today I want to talk about why the most radical thing you can do for your health right now is to put down the data and just feel something. Welcome. I'm Adil Jivani, a psychologist and emotional intelligence master coach and trainer. I work with individuals through one-on-one confidential sessions and with the groups through workshops in person in Abu Dhabi and online worldwide. This channel, Tranquility Pursuit Coaching, is built on one belief: that real performance in life and work starts with a strong mental and emotional foundation. Because when that's in place, everything else follows. So in the videos ahead, using evidence-based approaches such as neuroscience and psychology, including emotional intelligence and NLP, we'll explore the inner side of productivity, emotional well-being, mental clarity, and how to unlock your true potential without burning out, both in your personal and professional life. Whether you are pursuing personal growth or navigating professional pressures, there is something here for you. We turn wellness into a second job. What does a healthy morning look like today? You wake up and before your feet even touch the floor, you are checking your sleep score, your HRV, and your body battery. You go for a run, but you're not running to clear your head. You are running to hit a specific heart rate zone for a specific number of minutes to close a specific ring on your watch. You eat lunch and scan it, log it, and count the macronutrients like carbs, proteins, and fat. You drink water because your watch tells you that you are only at 60% today. Let me ask you an important question. When did taking care of ourselves start feeling like managing a project? And here's the irony. One of the worst things for your health is chronic stress, which you take through those parameters in your devices. Elevated cortisol disrupts your sleep, digestion, immunity, and heart health. Yet we have built a wellness culture that generates anxiety in the name of reducing it. Let me tell you how. Your watch says your heart rate is too high. Your sleep app gives you a bad grade. Your calorie tracker makes you feel guilty about a slice of birthday cake. These tools were supposed to help us listen to our bodies. Instead, they have made us afraid of them. We have optimized our health so much that we have forgotten how to feel healthy. Here's something that genuinely stopped me in my tracks. Researchers have spent decades studying the places on the earth where people routinely live past 100 years old. The so-called blue zones, places like Sardinia in Italy, Okinawa in Japan, to name a few. And you know what these communities have in common? None of them are counting macros. Nobody is wearing a ring to track their sleep. There is no fitness app on the table. Instead, what they do have is this. They move because their life requires it. They eat the food that tastes incredible and sit around the table long after the meal is done. They laugh a lot. They feel genuinely needed by their communities. Their health isn't a performance they are trying to optimize. It's a byproduct of living in a way that feels deeply and genuinely good. And that distinction we need to address because it matters more than we realize. So today I want to introduce you to a simple framework. Only 2 words that I think explain everything about why some people feel alive when they take care of themselves and others feel exhausted. One is data and other is delight. So when you are in data mode, your body is a machine to be optimized. Numbers are the goal. You exercise to hit targets. You eat to hit numbers. You sleep to hit a score. And if the numbers are wrong, if the data isn't perfect, you feel like you aren't perfect. On the other hand, when you are in delight mode, your body is something you live in. Feeling is the goal. You exercise because something about it actually feels good. You eat food that genuinely lights you up. You sleep because you are tired. Most importantly, you are actively listening your body signals by trusting yourself. Here's the thing about the data mode. It works for a while, but research on motivation shows something fascinating. When you turn something you genuinely enjoy into numbers and scores, as in measurements, you slowly lose the joy that made you love it in the first place. Let me give you an example. Someone who enjoys going to the gym loses motivation when every workout becomes about beating the last week's numbers or getting praise from others, because then it can start feel like work instead of fun. So those numbers stall the joy. In turn, the measurements replaces the meaning. Let me help you understand what this looks like in real life. Version 1, data mode. It's a Saturday morning. You plan a run. Your tracker says your readiness score is 61, which is below the baseline. You go anyway because you are behind on your weekly mileage goal. You are checking your pace every 30 seconds. At the end, your average pace was 12 seconds slower than the last week. You finish feeling vaguely defeated. You log it and you move on. And there is version 2, delight mode. It's a Sunday morning. You step outside and the air smells like a rain from the night before. You start walking and maybe you jog a little. You notice a tree you have never looked at properly. You let your mind wander. By the time you are back home, you didn't check anything. You just feel clear, lighter, like yourself again. Same Saturday, same body, completely different experience. And here's the part that will surprise you. The delight version is also better for your health. Joy, genuine relaxation. They are biological signals that tell your nervous system it's safe, that you are okay. And there are enough pieces of evidence to say that a nervous system that feels safe heals faster, sleeps deeper, and live longer. So how do you actually make this shift? Because I know some of you are thinking, but I like knowing my data. I don't want to throw everything out, and that's fair. You don't have to. The goal isn't to be anti-technology. It is to put yourself, your actual felt experience, that is to be back in the driver's seat. And here's the challenge for you this week. 3 small and completely doable things. 1. Take one walk without your phone, even for 15 minutes. No podcast, no tracker, just whatever is in front of you. Notice what you actually feel, not what an app says you should feel. 2. Eat one meal this week based on purely what sounds genuinely delicious. Not what's on your plan, not what fits your macros. What do you actually crave? Eat it slowly. Notice the taste. It won't destroy you. It might actually remind you why food is one of the life's great pleasures. 3. Pick one body signal to trust instead of track. Like feeling tired? Go to sleep, even if your alarm says you shouldn't be. Feel hungry? Eat, even if you have hit your calories. Restless? Move, even if your readiness score tells you to rest. Your body is not broken. It has been communicating with you since before you're born, so allow your body to talk. Wellness was never supposed to be a performance you give for an algorithm. It was always supposed to be the feeling of being alive and liking it. So today I want to leave you with something. There is a version of the health that looks perfect on paper, like your sleep score is 88, 12,000 steps, the macros are exactly right. And then there's another kind. It's a Sunday afternoon where you made your grandma's recipe from the scratch with the butter and the real kind, and ate it with the people you love, and until everyone was full and laughing. It's a rainy day where you skipped the gym and read a book for 2 hours and felt completely guiltily at peace. It's the barefoot moment in the grass where just for a second you forgot to measure anything. Trust me, science is increasingly clear that those moments of joy, connection, sensory pleasure, genuine rest are not rewards you must earn. They are the medicine. Again, I would encourage you to take the challenges I mentioned earlier and see what comes back. If this hits something for you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And let me know in the comments, what's one wellness thing you would love to do just for the joy of it again? I'll actually read every single one. Remember this: the body that feels loved lives longer than the body that is optimized. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.